In a quiet village, hidden between hills and fog, there stood an old tree. No one remembered who planted it. The elders said it had been there before the first house was built, before the first road was carved, before the village had a name. The tree stood alone at the edge of the fields. Its branches were wide. Its leaves never fell completely. And no matter how dry the season became, the tree always bore fruit. When the village was young, the people respected it. Children were told not to climb it. Farmers never cut its branches. Travelers rested beneath it and left offerings of water or food, and the tree gave freely. Its fruit fed families during drought. Its shade protected workers from the sun. Its roots kept the soil rich and alive. The village prospered, but time has a way of changing gratitude into expectation. As years passed, new families arrived. They did not hear the old stories. They did not see the tree as something to respect. They saw it as something useful. When a storm destroyed several homes, someone suggested cutting a branch to rebuild faster. The branch fell easily, too easily. The tree did not shake. It did not resist. The houses were rebuilt, stronger than before. People praised their own cleverness. The next year, the harvest was poor. Someone suggested digging near the tree's roots to improve the soil. They cut through thick roots that bled sap the color of honey. The fields flourished. Again, the people celebrated their solution. Each year, a new need appeared. Each year, the tree answered. Its branches became beams. Its roots became fertilizer. Its fruit was taken in baskets, never replaced. The tree grew thinner. Its leaves grew fewer. But it never stopped giving. Children who once played beneath it grew into adults who no longer looked up at its branches. To them, the tree was no longer a gift. It was a resource. One season, a drought struck harder than ever before. Rivers dried. Wells cracked. Crops withered. The villagers gathered beneath the tree. They decided the only way to survive was to cut it down entirely. With its wood, they could sell planks. With its roots, they could trade fuel. With its fruit, they could last another season. An old woman spoke then. She was nearly blind, but her voice was steady. She said, "This tree has already given everything." No one listened. The first axe struck the trunk. The sound echoed across the fields like a hollow drum. The tree did not fall immediately. Instead, the wind picked up. Leaves scattered. The sky darkened. By nightfall, the tree was gone. Only a wide stump remained, dark and empty. The villagers slept peacefully, believing they had saved themselves. But the next morning, something felt wrong. The air was heavy. The ground beneath their feet had hardened. The river did not return. The soil cracked where crops once grew. Weeks passed. Nothing grew. The land that had depended on the tree had died with it. Families began to leave. Homes were abandoned. The village slowly emptied. Years later, travelers passing through found only ruins. At the edge of the fields, they saw a wide stump, blackened, hollow, no leaves, no fruit. But when the wind blew, it whistled through the stump like a slow breath. Some say, if you stand there long enough, you can hear a voice in the wind, not angry, not accusing, just tired. A reminder that some gifts are not endless, and when everything is taken, nothing is left to give. Years passed after the tree was cut down. The village did not recover. Houses collapsed. Fields turned to dust. Paths disappeared beneath weeds. People spoke of the place only in whispers. A village that took too much and lost everything. But the land did not stay silent forever. One spring, a traveler passed through the ruins. He stopped at the edge of the fields where the old tree once stood. All that remained was a wide, hollow stump, darkened by time, split by weather. The traveler rested beside it and placed his hand inside the hollow. The wood was warm, not alive, but not cold either. That night, he dreamed of roots beneath the soil. Not dead roots, waiting ones. When he woke, something had changed. Small green shoots pushed through the cracked earth around the stump. The traveler stayed. Each day, more growth appeared. Not crops, not fruit. Young trees, they grew slowly, unevenly. Some bent toward the sun, others twisted toward the ruins. The traveler did not cut them. He did not harvest them. He only watered the ground and waited. Word spread. People returned, not to take, but to see. The elders warned them, do not touch what grows here. Mostly sand. Some did not. A man broke a branch from one of the young trees to use as firewood. That night, his house filled with smoke that did not burn his lungs, but his memory. He dreamed of everything he had taken and never returned. By morning, he brought the branch back and placed it at the stump. The trees did not grow faster. They did not grow slower. They simply continued. Years passed. The land softened. Grass returned. Water pooled where roots ran deep. The traveler grew old. Before he died, he carved a message into the hollow stump. Not a warning, a reminder. This land remembers how it is treated. Today, the forest stands where the village once was. The trees do not bear fruit. They give no shade to those who rush, but if you walk slowly, if you rest without asking, the forest feels calm, alive, whole. They say the first tree did not die. It became something else. Something that no longer gives everything, only enough. Some stories aren't told to scare you. They're told to remind you. passed down quietly through places that no longer exist. This is one of those stories, and it begins with a tree that gave everything. Subscribe to Once Upon a Shadow for dark fairy tales whispered from the dark.